Today, we're going beyond the label of weird. We're diving into some absolutely incredible Chinese ingredients that are often misunderstood. We're going to uncover the science, the culture, and the culinary genius behind them. So, let's get into it.
You know that moment, right? You see something on a plate, maybe it's the color, maybe it's the texture, and your brain just hits the brakes. It's a totally natural reaction. But what if that hesitation is making you miss out on something truly delicious?
Well, there's actually a name for this: sensory xenophobia. It's that gut reaction that makes us dismiss foods just because they're unfamiliar. But think about it like this. A century egg might seem strange, right? But lots of people love a really pungent, funky blue cheese. They're both products of controlled decomposition, a chemical transformation. The only real difference is the cultural context that tells you one is normal and the other is, well, weird. We're going to break that down.
Okay, so how do we move past that initial reaction? The secret, really, is to understand that we're dealing with a completely different set of culinary values.
See, in a lot of Western cooking, flavor is king, but in Chinese gastronomy, there's this incredibly important concept called kogan, which translates to mouthfeel. And here, texture is a star player. That gelatinous, chewy, or springy sensation isn't just a side effect, it can be the entire point of the dish. Once you grasp that, a whole new world of food appreciation opens up.
All right, first up, let's talk about the poster child for misunderstood foods, the century egg. Honestly, the name itself is the first problem. So let's clear the air. This is a story about brilliant chemistry, not about ancient history.
Let's just bust this myth right now. Century eggs are not 1,000 years old. They're not even 1 century old, and they are definitely not rotten. What they are is a delicacy created through a very controlled, very cool chemical process. In just a few weeks or months, simple alkaline ingredients transform a regular egg into something incredibly rich and complex.
So how does it work? It's basically a science experiment you can eat. First, fresh eggs get coated in an alkaline paste. This raises the egg's pH way up, which actually stops spoilage bacteria from growing. Then, over a few weeks, that high pH goes to work, breaking down proteins and fats and creating these totally new, deeply savory compounds. Just a beautiful piece of food chemistry.
And the final product is just fascinating. The white becomes this firm, amber-colored jelly, and that's all about that kokan, that satisfying, bouncy texture. The yolk, on the other hand, turns dark and creamy, with this powerful, savory, umami flavor that, you guessed it, is often compared to a rich, aged cheese. You'll usually see it served simply, sliced over some soft tofu, or stirred into a warm bowl of rice porridge.
Okay, now let's talk about an ingredient that is all about that kogan we just discussed. If century eggs are a feat of chemistry, well, chicken feet are the ultimate celebration of texture.
In so many parts of the world, chicken feet are just thrown away. But in Chinese cuisine, they are so beloved, they're poetically called phoenix claws. And here's the absolute key. You don't eat them for the meat, because there really isn't any. The entire point, the whole appeal, is that unique, gelatinous, collagen-rich mouthfeel you get from the skin and tendons.
The way they achieve that perfect texture is amazing. The feet are usually deep-fried first, which puffs up the skin, and then they're slowly braised in a super savory sauce. This just breaks down all that collagen, making them incredibly soft so they can soak up all that incredible flavor. And get this, the demand is so huge that China is the world's #1 importer of chicken feet, buying them from countries that would otherwise just discard them.
This quote really captures it perfectly. Eating chicken feet isn't like a quick bite of a chicken wing. It's an interactive process. It's about patience, about nibbling and savoring that tender skin and all the rich sauce it's soaked up. It's a dish that actually makes you slow down and pay attention, focusing entirely on that incredible texture.
All right, for our last example, we're going to touch on another fundamental culinary process, fermentation. And honestly, the absolute best way to think about fermented tofu is to call it what it is, the cheese of the East.
Yep, just like century eggs, fermented tofu is not rotten. It's created through controlled fermentation, using a process that's strikingly similar to making cheese. Specific molds get to work on cubes of soybean curd, transforming them into a creamy, almost spreadable condiment with a seriously powerful umami punch. It's a pantry staple, perfect for adding a huge boost of flavor to pretty much anything.
And just like cheese, it comes in so many different varieties. You've got your mild and creamy white furu,
your sweeter floral red furu, and even stinky furu, which is basically the bold, complex blue cheese of the tofu world.
This really gets to the heart of it all. That pungent aroma might seem extreme if you're not used to it, but for the people who grew up with it, it just smells like home. It's a familiar comfort, tied to memory and daily life. It's really no different from the smell of a very strong cheese, or sauerkraut, or any other fermented food we love.
So, after looking at these three very different ingredients, what's the big takeaway here? What does this teach us that goes beyond just what's on the plate?
Well, it comes down to a core philosophy. Using ingredients like chicken feet isn't about being strange for the sake of it. It's part of a deeply resourceful nose-to-tail approach that respects the animal by using every single part. It's a sustainable practice, born from ingenuity, that has become a celebrated cornerstone of the cuisine. So you see, these foods aren't weird at all. They're the products of a culinary philosophy that values texture as much as flavor, that embraces chemistry, and that wastes nothing. From the science of an alkaline cured egg to the pure textural joy of a chicken foot, we've seen how just a little bit of understanding can open up a whole new universe of flavor.
So, I'll leave you with this question. The next time you come across a food that seems unfamiliar, I challenge you to be curious instead of hesitant. Ask yourself, what amazing flavors, what incredible textures might you be missing out on? Thanks for joining me.